Hi, I'm Rachel Neville. I'm an artist, I'm a photographer, and a former dancer. At the end of 2024, something completely unexpected happened. Through meditation, I opened to channel. It's a bit of an origin story, that's for sure. But what's relevant now is that I am a vessel for Artemis, who is also one of my primary guides, and a whole host of other beings who step forward to bring us messages, who call themselves the collective. This is a real channeled session, shared with permission, meant to help you reconnect to your own inner guidance, your own sense of the greater consciousness around us. No scripts, no performance. I need to be clear about my role here. I'm the vessel. I'm sort of like a radio. The wisdom comes through me, but I'm not the source of it. My job is to create these sacred spaces for the messages to come through. Your job is to allow for the vibration to sit into your system, to sink into your tissues, and allow your cognitive mind to absorb the information. For transparency, any long pauses that naturally occur during a transmission may have been trimmed just for flow. Basic audio and lighting may be adjusted a little bit, but really nothing else has been changed. The messages and the energy remain completely authentic. If you feel called to be here, welcome. Your presence shapes some of the messages that come through. We would like to speak to you today on the topic of masking. The term masking, as it is used on a daily basis to depict a way of being that hides your true inner being, that hides your true self. Perhaps you come in contact with those that you feel uncomfortable with. Perhaps you do not feel like you are up to the task that you have engaged in. Perhaps you feel as though you do not fit in and need to be a different way. Masking is an idea. Masking is a natural protectionary way of being that was created by many of you that were difficult. Whether you were young, teenagers, or older. It is a natural part of the learning mechanism of being a human being. Every human does this to some extent at one time or another within their lives. It takes a great amount of energy to not be who you truly are. It takes a great effort to maintain structures or ways of being within groups that do not align with your particular nervous system or set of gifts. And so often contributing to what some of you might call the daily grind. As you notice yourself moving through your days, becoming aware of when you shift into modes that are disharmonious with your core self is helpful to shift these ways of being. Quite simply noticing is the beginning stage of this transformation. I noticed I said X when I really meant Y. I noticed that I pushed these emotions down so that it was socially acceptable to be within this environment experiencing what I experienced. I noticed that rather than doing what I truly love to do, I am allowing myself to do this instead. These are all ways of masking. And the energy effort is significant. The toll that it takes on the cognitive mind, the amount of RAM one has, is significant. Our goal over the next days and months and years, as many of you come to us to continue to find your connection, to continue to tap into the greater consciousness and the wellspring of being that is your birthright, your power will increase. Through your connection to consciousness, new ways of being, new energies become available to you, new emotions, new experiences, new worlds will open up for you. And as this arises, we encourage unmasking. And this will be difficult for many of you, for you have habituated within these circumstances and ways of being for a significant amount of time. This is not an overnight procedure. We do not take a pill and all of a sudden the mask comes off. It is a gradual process and one that is started by observing, noticing, when you feel discomfort in your speaking, noticing when you feel discomfort in your actions, noticing when you feel discomfort in your interactions. Oftentimes, the first step is simply being aware, as the proverb speaks of. The next step is to then begin to take small moments of shift. As you begin to notice, you will increase your notice. As that notice becomes more significant, you will begin to notice the energy or the effort before it reaches fruition. And within that space, the notice before the action, you have space to make choices. And the choices may begin to be different. But the first step is noticing. This is a practice that we recommend even before consciously connecting back into the greater wellspring. Coming of the observing mind is a topic we will also be discussing at great length over the coming days and weeks. We wish you a beautiful day. Thanks for watching. The real work begins, of course, when you turn off this video. It's one thing to sit in these vibrations and listen and feel good, and it's another thing to take it into your real life and really connecting to the greater consciousness and that well of well-being that exists for all of us. My hope is that these messages simply remind you of the connection that's available, the guides that are here to help, quite literally the love that surrounds us and is always within us. Trust what you know, take what serves you, and leave the rest. Come back as often as you need to listen to the messages, to sit in the vibration and allow it to sink into your tissues. Reach out with any questions that you have. It's been my experience that the guides will always answer. Not necessarily always in the way you're expecting or in what you're hoping, but always in the way that you need for that particular moment in time. If this felt meaningful, there are more of these transmissions on this channel. Please feel free to subscribe. We also offer one-on-one sessions and community support for those who are looking for a deeper connection. Thanks for being here with me in the collective today.